Yeah, welcome back children. So we'll recall information about the remainder theorem. Okay. So what remainder theorem? The remainder theorem tells us P of x is a polynomial and x minus a is a divisor. It is a linear polynomial which is dividing P of x. Now if you want to really find the remainder of P of x when it is divided by x minus a, so the remainder is equals to nothing but P of a. That means instead of x minus a division, so we can use P of a. So P of a here can be called it as a remainder. Okay. So look at x minus a. X minus a. When minus a here with the divisor, I have used plus a for substitution. That means if you have a x plus 1, so P of minus 1 is a remainder. And if you have a x minus 1, so P of 1 is a remainder. If you have x plus 2 as a linear polynomial for divisor, then you have to do P of minus 2. And the P of minus 2 can be called it as a remainder. Okay. So we'll see some problems by using remainder theorem. Okay. So here two polynomials are given. One is x cube plus a x square plus 5. And one more x cube minus 2x square plus a. Now what is divisor here? X plus 2 is a divisor. But when we have one polynomial, I have taken P of x. Am I right? Now here I'll write here f of x is a polynomial, and here I'll write a g of x. It is also a polynomial because we have two polynomials. That's why I used f and g. Okay. Now divisor, that is x plus 2. What I said just before, what I said, if we have a x plus 2, then for the remainder we should use minus 2. What the statement tells, f of x and g of x are divided by x plus 2 and leaves same remainder. Okay, remember the word same, but we are talking about remainder. So x plus 2, first of all I need the remainder of the first polynomial. So the remainder of first polynomial is nothing but f of minus 2. Correct? The remainder of second polynomial, that is g of minus 2, because here we have x plus 2, x plus 2, x plus 2. That's why we are using minus 2. What the statement tells, f of x and g of x are divided by x plus 2 and leaves the same remainder. That means equal remainder. So first polynomial remainder, second polynomial remainder, and they said both are equal, both are same. Correct? Now f of minus 2 is nothing but wherever x in the polynomial, in the first polynomial, there will substitute minus 2. Now I'll write minus 2 whole cube plus a into minus 2 whole square plus 5. That is equals to g of 2. G of minus 2 is nothing but in the second polynomial I am substituting minus 2. So here I'll write minus 2 whole power 3 minus 2 into minus 2 whole square plus a, as it is. I told you many times, negative odd power, answer is negative. 2 cube is nothing but 2 power 3 is nothing but 2 into 2 into 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Minus 8 is answer. Plus a. Negative with even power. So answer also positive. So 2 square is nothing but 4 plus 5 as it is. Same. Minus 8 minus 2 of plus 4 plus a. Now we'll simplify. Minus 8 as it is, plus into plus 4 into a, 4a plus 5 is equals to minus 8 plus into minus 2 4s are 8 plus 8. Correct? Let's simplify. Minus 8 plus 5. So overall answer minus 3. Here minus 16 plus a. Remember, now I want to get this A to LHS side. So it is plus A. When it comes LHS side, it will become minus A. So here I can write 4A minus A, that is equals to, look at here, minus 3. When it comes RHS side, it will become opposite sign. Correct, no? So minus 3 will become plus 3. So 16 plus 3. Next 4A minus A is equals to answer 3A. Answer minus 13. A is equals to nothing but minus 13 by 3. Minus 13 by 3. Correct? Now look at once again. Here two polynomials I has given, and we have a linear polynomial that has divisor for division. And what is said, when x plus 2 dividing f of x, first polynomial and second polynomial, and it leaves the same remainder. So that I have written here, f of x and g of x are divided by x plus 2 and leaves the same remainder. That means f of x is divided by x plus 2. That means remainder f of minus 2. I have written. G of x is divided by x plus 2. The remainder g of minus 2. I have written here. But in the statement we said the both remainders are same. So that's why I put the is equals to sign. So as we know, f of minus 2 is nothing but we are substituting minus 2 in the polynomial, and wherever the x will be, x power 3, that means minus 2 whole power 3. Here it's a constant, x minus 2 whole square plus 5 as it is. If come back here, minus 2 whole cube because it is x, minus 2 as it is, minus 2 whole square, okay, plus a as it is. Again a is a constant. Okay, I hope you may understand the problem. Am I right? If you want, you can copy it, this problem better. And we'll see one more problem. Look at this problem now. Yeah, this problem tells us if the polynomial, first polynomial is say 2x cube ax square plus 3x minus 5. It's our first polynomial. And one more, x cube plus x square minus 4x plus a leaves the same remainder when it is divided by x minus 2. So as it is like first problem, I'll write it is f of x and it is g of x and divisor x minus 2. X minus 2. So what I'll write here? F of x and g of x are divided by x minus 2 and leaves same remainder and leaves the same remainder. So the first polynomial remainder x minus 2. So I'll write here f of 2, first remainder. And the second polynomial remainder, that is g of 2. And we know both are same, is equals to. So therefore f of 2 is equals to g of 2. F of 2 we know, just we have to substitute in the place of x. Am I right? Look at 2 into x cube, 2 cube, plus a into 2 square, plus 3 into x, that means 2, minus 5. X cube, so 2 cube plus 2 square minus 4 into x, that means 4 into 2 plus a. Now here we'll write, I'll put the bracket, look at 2 as it is, 2 cube means answer 8 plus here also I'll use bracket, a into 2 square is nothing but 4, 2 3s are 6 minus 5, 8 plus 4 minus 8 plus a, minus 8 plus 8 get cancelled. Okay, now 2 8s are 16 plus 4a plus 1, 6 minus 5 answer 1. So is equals to 4 plus a. 4 plus a. Look at again. 4a plus 17. 4 plus a. Yes. Plus a. When comes here, it will become minus a. And plus 17. When it goes RHS side, it will become minus 17. So we'll write 4a minus a. So 4 minus 17. Plus 17 will become minus 17, plus a will become minus a. Yes, 4a minus a is equal to answer 3a, and this is answer minus 13, and a is equals to minus 13 by 3. This is a way of solving the problems by using remainder theorem. Okay, once again we'll see two polynomials he has given, and one of the linear polynomial, that is x minus 2. And he said x minus 2 is divided already to f of x and g of x. Both polynomials are divided by x minus 2 and leaves the same remainder. Okay. So after getting f of 2 is equal to g of 2, we have to substitute the 2 in the place of x in both polynomials, and we simplify. By simplified, we got it the value of a. Okay. Okay. In some cases, look at, I'll tell you a hint for homework problem, just to focus on it. Okay, so until now we have seen same divisor for both polynomials. Now I'll take individual divisors, x plus 2, x minus 2. Now question is, f of x is a polynomial and it is divided by x plus 2 and it leaves the remainder as a 2. Now, g of x is another polynomial. It is divided by x minus 2. Now, it leaves a remainder minus 2. Or remainder is equals to minus 2. Can we get clarification again? Come back again. F of x is a polynomial and x plus 2 is a divisor, plus 2. So, we have to take minus 2. So, simply I'll write f of minus 2, it is a remainder. As per remainder theorem, correct? Remainder is equal to f of minus 2. But what said, when it is divided, the remainder is 2. That means, therefore, f of minus 2, it is a remainder, but remainder value is already given 2. That means, the minus 2 will substitute in the place of f of x. The 2 will be stays at right side, RHS side. We'll make simplification again. Now, here remainder. As per remainder theorem, so remainder is nothing but g of x minus 2, no? So g of 2. Actually g of 2 is a remainder, but remainder value is already given, that is minus 2. So g of 2 is nothing but in the polynomial g of x will substitute 2. This side will use substitution, the 2 as it is will write. But whenever we get constant terms, we'll simplify the constant terms. Okay? At least you can try. Okay. Now we'll see factor. What is factor? Yeah, factor. A number divides other number exactly. Exactly is nothing but remainder must be 0. Then the number can be called it as a factor. For example, 2 and 4 I'll take. Yes. Now look at 2 divides 4 2 times. The remainder is completely 0. Now therefore I can write 2 is a factor of 4. Okay. Yes. Now factor is nothing but the remainder must be 0. Now question is theorem I will write. Factor theorem. Factor theorem. P of x is a polynomial with a degree n, that is equal to 1 or more than 1 and x minus a is a divisor. For understand, I have written divisor. Okay, divisor. So two conditions can apply. First condition, if x minus a is a factor, it's a condition, beta. X minus a is a factor when it is factor if p of a is equals to 0. If any case p of a is equal to 0, the remainder is equals to 0, then x minus a is a factor. Okay, or else p of a is equal to is already 0 when it is having 0 if x minus a is a factor. Vice versa condition. If p of a is equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor. If any case x minus a only is a factor, so the remainder will be completely 0. That is the theorem. Okay. Now we'll check. X cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now check x minus 1. Now p of x is equals to, it's a polynomial and it's a divisor. Yes, am I right? Now what I can say, rough side I can write x minus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to 1. That means, therefore, remainder is equals to, as per remainder theorem we know remainder is equals to p of 1. Correct? Why? Because x minus 1 is a divisor, so that's why I am using p of 1. Okay, so p of 1 is equals to, look at 1 cube 1 power 3, 1 square plus 1 plus 1. Look at 1 cube is nothing but 1 only, 1 square is nothing but 1 only. So 1 plus 2 answer 2. So overall is answer 4. What is 4? P of 1 is a 4. What is P of 1? P of 1 is nothing but it is an remainder. Correct? Remainder value is completely 4. So 4 is not equals to 0. Am I right? I said when the remainder is 0, then it is a factor. So therefore the conclusion I can write x minus 1 is not a factor of x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. To check whether it is a factor or not, we have to get only one confirmation whether the remainder is 0 or not. Okay, same example we'll see. Yeah, x plus 1 have taken. So here I'll write x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. So plus 1 we are taking now. So minus 1 we should use for remainder. So here I'll write remainder is equals to, remainder means it's nothing but p of minus 1. Remainder is p of minus 1. So p of minus 1 is equals to minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus of minus 1 plus 1. Better when negative numbers comes, pay attention. Look at negative with odd power. So answer is a negative. So 1, because 1 cube 1 only. Negative with a even power. So it is a positive, outside also positive. So simply write it as plus 1. Plus into minus, minus 1 plus 1. Look at minus 1 answer minus 2 plus 1 answer plus 2. Overall the answer is 0. The remainder value is completely, we got it 0. So simply we'll write x plus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial. So here also we can able to check. If you want to really check, so here also we should use a remainder theorem only. So remainder theorem help us in two ways. First way, we'll check the remainder. Second way, to check the factor, we'll use the remainder theorem. We'll find the remainder. After getting one's remainder, we'll compare the remainder with a 0. If the remainder is not equal to 0, then we'll conclude it's not a factor. If the remainder is already 0, then we'll conclude it is a factor. Okay. So I'll give a few example problems to do. problem is first problem. If the polynomial ax cube plus 3x square minus 13, find 2x cube 5x r divided by x minus 2 and leaves same remainder. Then find a. Then find the value of a. Second problem, x cube 2x cube plus 3x square plus 7x minus 8 and it is divided by x minus 2. Check whether it's a factor or not. Factor or not. Find the remainder. X cube plus 2x square minus 8x plus 9 by x plus 2. Yeah, do these problems. All the best, all the very best. Do these problems. Okay, thank you.